Barrie Wright is from Aldergrove, BC, and he'll play in the second semifinal against Newfoundland and Labrador's Bob Osborne from St. John's. And they are dead even as we play in the third.
Ooh, that one just about another set of aces. He hit that so thin. The bowling ball skipped right by the left corner pin and just took out the right corner pin with the 3-pin. %50 on corner pins so far. Struggled maybe just a little bit. That's 0 for 2 in his last 2 left corners. Look and see where this crosses the arrows. Just about right on the center arrow and a foot or so ahead. Went into the channel.
Well, some people think that really when you practice you should forget about all the head pins and the strike balls. You just go after corners and practice that a little bit more. And you end up, this is where the game can be won and lost here.
Absolutely. I think there's lots of practice methods that coaches will go through. Pick both corner pins and then go after the head pin on your third ball. And they work awfully hard at making sure that you're throwing the ball on the right angles towards corner pins to give yourself the best opportunity to knock them down.
So Barrie Wright with the open frame, the 13 count, 71 through 3, and Bob Osborne now with a chance to build some pin count. He has a strike up in 2.
Smooth out on the lane. Great extension and a big double for Bob Osborne.
He owns the Holiday Lanes bowling centers. In fact, there are 2 of them in the St. John's area. 2 perfect games to his credit. Oh boy.
Crossover that time, a right-hand pocket. Bob looks very focused this year after sitting out last year. Right over the center arrow, right-hand pocket. Bowling ball takes out the right side.
So now Barrie Wright trying to, got lucky a little bit, take the right corner out. A couple of times we've seen that now. Owns his own company, construction company called Wright Way Enterprises.
Two left corners in a row, makes the second one for the spare in the fourth. Bob Osborne with an early lead in this match by virtue of those 3 strikes in a row in 2, 3, and 4. There's a good shot. Right in the pocket. Perfect.
Now, has he had to make an adjustment here, do you think? Or has he been around the head pin and it's something very, very slight?
He's been around the head pin. He may have changed the angle just a little bit, and you can do that by either moving your target or moving your feet one way or the other. So hard to tell from our vantage point whether or not he's changed his spot on the approach. But he's made 5 good shots in this game. ripped that one into the left-hand pocket. 3-pin again. Just gets into that flat gutter off to the side and rattled around a little bit, but never came back out. Bob Osborne 5 for 5 on corner pins so far in this series. Perfect 6 for 6 so far.
That keeps the pin count going. 148 through 4 to the 101 for Barrie Wright. That string of 3 strikes paying off for Osborne so far.
Now set that one down.
Yeah, he knew it right out of his hand.
He got away with it though, Vic. You can hear the difference. Still had lots of good stuff on it. Kept it in the left-hand pocket.
So Barrie Wright looking for a second strike. His first double here in 6. Crossed over and he got away with it. All right, it was really late movement too.
Still smiling about it.
Look where this is right now. And there, and then there.
Dead on the head pin at 50 feet. And just made a move the last 5 or 6 feet in front of the head pin to cross over. Both sides. One crosses over, one stays. But again, right-hand pocket with that hook rotation breaks it up.
But you know, look at, he's deserving of credit here. He had the open in 3, then the spare. He made whatever adjustment you suggested, whether it's the angle, maybe moving in the boards, and look what he's done. 3 strikes.
It's got him back in this match. Now just 32 pins down. Side, wow.
A 3-pin, one went shooting up, take out the corner.
Great lift and extension on this.
No, it was the head pin went up and over.
It was.
And on the way up, it took out the 3 and then got the 2.
Bob takes lots of time to set his feet. He wants to make sure he's in the absolute same spot every time he throws the ball.
Yeah, it's the routine. Hey, feet first, and then comes the ball. It was going nowhere.
Yeah, and as soon as it left his hand and crossed the arrows, he wasn't excited about it. I think you could see he was more worried about it, and it was right on the nose. Good count back on his strike in the 7th. Picks up 5 here. He'll still have a possible 343.
Right now it's advantage Barrie Wright. 3 strikes. 5, 6, and 7 so far.
Now, and this is a huge frame for Barrie Wright. 8th frame, working on 3 in a row. Strike here, and he's right back in the match.
He has 3. No, he's got 4.
Wow. He's really come alive this whole game. He's thrown the ball well, but whatever adjustment he made in the 5th has just worked wonders. 4 great, solid pocket shots in a row.
That left corner fall forward.
No idea what that hit that, but it's from behind. And watch this replay. It looks like a great shot right from the go. Oh, that looks like the head pin out of the pit knocked that corner pin over.
Wow.
Bobby Osborne finish off this game, 9th and 10th frames. On the side, get over.
Won't go.
Wow, he threw that ball great. That right corner pin actually turned around just a little bit, but wouldn't go over. Good spare.
Well, it's really advantage Barrie Wright with those string of 5 strikes so far. But Bob Osborne has a chance here should he strike out. 328. Really needs to put some pressure on Barrie Wright. It's still Barrie's, I think, game to lose.
But it's Bob's game. 3 strikes in a row. Put the pressure back on Barrie and see how he responds.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Now that's just about game, set, match. Barrie Wright coming up. He'll come up in the 10th frame, and he just has to keep it on the lane. Bob Osborne's downfall, 2 head pins in the last 3 frames.
What a great run it's been so far for Barrie Wright as he steps up here to bowl the 10th. He has the potential with 3 strikes to bowl a 371. That would be a record Canadian Championship score, currently held by Al Paquette, who last year bowled a 365. And that does it. So Barrie Wright will advance. You know, we talked earlier and have throughout coverage of the women's and men's 5-pin. It's all about making the adjustments, making them quickly. And whatever Barrie figured out after the open in the 3rd, he sort of made a little change in 4 and then had it refined by 5. And look at this, a 309. Barrie Wright from Aldergrove, BC, down in the Fraser Valley, outside of Vancouver. And Barrie Wright will now meet Mark Van Dale for the $10,000.